Jammu and Kashmir government actually spends a lot of money. Our government spends a lot of money on these separatists who refuse to engage with India, with the country in any way. More than 100 crore rupees every year just for their security. That's not all. Even their hotel bills are paid for by the state government. So if they come to Delhi, sometimes even to meet the Pakistan High Commissioner, their stay in the capital is paid for by the state government. Close to 27 crores has been spent on their hotel bills in just the last 5 years alone. We've got Shujaul Haq joining us live from Kashmir, and we've got from Srinagar, and Gaurav Sawant, executive editor, is with us from our newsroom. Shuja, I want to ask you first, how exactly do these separatist leaders who don't want to engage with what they call the Indian leadership, who don't even believe themselves to be citizens of India, explain this kind of a dichotomy to their supporters, where their very security is paid for by the Indian state, by the Indian taxpayer?
Well, Padmaja, let me tell you that this has been a very important question that has been asked not only outside Kashmir but inside Kashmir as well. But every time separatist parties have been, put this question to, they've always responded by saying that we don't ask for security. It is the government that provides security. It's the government who thinks that we need security. And many of these separatist leaders say we haven't gotten any security. That is a standard answer that, most of them would give you. But yes, it is a very important question that on one side, when they are not even willing to accept the legitimacy of the government, how exactly do they want to take benefits like security? Many of their supporters and themselves have been answering these questions by saying that they really did not opt for it. It has been given by government because they want to keep them safe, so that there could be no attempts of assassinations as have happened in the past. That
okay,
is
so they're
premise.
almost
Yes,
unwilling recipients of security and hotel stays in Delhi. Very interesting. Gaurav, the larger pattern which is emerging now, the fact that there is this NIA which is carrying on parallel investigation in Kashmir, even as there is a political outreach to the separatist leadership. What really is the grand plan at play over here?
The grand plan is to completely isolate the Hurriyat. The government, from what sources tell me, has decided enough is enough. As far as security is concerned, systematically that is being thinned out. As far as funds are being concerned, they are being choked at multiple levels. Now, Naeem Gilani, Syed Ali Shah Gilani's son, he's been summoned. He's still hasn't presented himself, seeking more time to get all the paperwork ready. That is what sources are telling India Today. So that's action that's happening at one level. What sources have also told India Today is Pakistani funds, Gulf funds, Hawala money, all of that is systematically being isolated. The moment that money is isolated, we will see a drop in this in the protests. Drug flow is also being checked. Okay. The moment you check the flow of drugs, again protests stop, because in the past there have been 3 instances drugs have been caught in a particular area. The moment those drugs are caught, in case they're not caught, protests happen. So it's money and drug fueled protests. At the same time, there is systematic brainwashing of these youngsters. Many of them actually believe that Azadi is just round the corner. Now that problem is going to be sorted out, so that they realize that there is no way they can take on the might of the Indian state, while the Indian state is trying to engage with them. At the same time, law and order will be dealt with at one level, and engagement politically will happen at the other level with the elected representatives of the people and not with the Hurriyat. So there is a very systematic operation that is now going to be undertaken. Individuals may want to deal with the Hurriyat, they can do that, but systematically Hurriyat will now be hung out to dry.
All right, and every youth who takes up a stone to throw at the security forces must remember that actually their leadership, the Hurriyat leadership, has got substantial security paid for by the Indian taxpayer. Gaurav Sawant, thank you very much for joining us.